Morning frost. So I'm torn this morning. Do I want to stay in SoCal or do I want to go fly around my home airport? Well, I was looking at FS Economy this morning, and this is a problem. I have this sudden urge to buy a 414 and move it to California, which is completely out of my FBO network. But I have a business jet that's in at KFAT. If I go get this Chancellor and I move it to SoCal, I have to go to Wisconsin. Who flies in Wisconsin? Good morning, Nada. That's a long flight from Wisconsin. Doable. Where do you feel like flying? It does have the range. Oh, hang on. There you go. There's the custom scenery that I'm going to add into for Lebanon. Morning, babe. The guy who did it is a vampire in real life. I don't mean that in the literal term. I mean he's a lab tech for a major hospital in the St. Louis area, or a network in the St. Louis area. So it needs a couple of updates, but it's not like poorly optimized. It still runs really well. I mean, it does, and he did increase the slope on the actual runway. Just the whole time I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I thought I had hit the game button. Hi. I have to take the cream color out of the background for the emote and everything. I mean, hey, I'm completely fine with doing 152s. I really am. I was gonna ask. I was actually gonna ask you that. Do you want to go like small diamond 152? Because I noticed like I know if we take the Seneca, it's gonna go up and down. It could be up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, didn't we just leave Vegas last week? Yeah, so let's say the 152 comes stock, right? 152 no bigger than a 170. Wait. Actually, $152 no bigger than a 172, but include the RVs and the Cubs. Anything 107 knots or below. No, because that 150 knots or below. How about that? Because that would incorporate all the 172s, the 150, and it will take out the Bonanza, so we don't have anybody wanting to go Speed Demon. But like the this one, and I'll fuck that name up. Can go these two can't go. I could actually go in the Warrior. And then yeah, it takes the DA40 into consideration. That was my thought. Our Cirrus pilots will be happy. More specifically, the 22. 150 knots or below. Because that'll incorporate the SR-22, and I think that's one of GT's favorite planes. It'll put in the SR-22. It allows all the Cubs to go, and it allows the 172 to go. Yeah, even if you want to take the Coronado 182 turbo, the Skyline, it can go. But you won't be able to take the Mooney because the Mooney just goes too fast. Too fast.
I'm the best
Ram's house.
I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Just don't pee on me, please. Not for free. A 1,000 gifted subs, and I'll let you piss on my feet after I get stung by jellyfish. Nobody else has seen this episode of Friends? Really? Really, guys? Did I just become the creepy guy out of the group? I mean, come on. You sure did time in the military, Frost. I know you got a hell of a lot worse jokes than I just said. Oh, shit. I got to reset that. Hang on. I just totally forgot today was the 1st. Lena, reset your stuff. This will be the first time I've actually seen what my... Holy fuck! Sorry. $298 subs in the month of... Not subs. Well, more than that, actually. Thanks, Frost. Wab, Scooter, Lena, Lobo, Miss Swear, Mr. Wab. You guys made my birthday month fucking go crazy. But we had 298 follows in the month of April. Oof, reset. You're supposed to be reset, you dumb fuck. Sorry. I'm talking to the scene. Come on.
Fuck! 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 Oh!
I want you guys to know I am mildly jealous. I begged her to play this when it first came out. And then I was just like, I give up. Last night, she's just like, this is the peer pressure. I'm like, this is what I needed to make my day better. My friends have peer pressured you into installing this. Now maybe you'll learn how to fly with us. Dude, okay. I gotta get out of that. It still makes me cry. You don't have your throttle, do you, babe? Well, you don't need rudders. You can use the twist access on your stick because your stick is really precise and it'll do it, and then you won't over torque it either. Well, that's fine because when I use my stick, I use my stick rudder more than I use my feet. That's not a lie, and that's because my legs are so big that I can't put because of where they're at underneath the desk. I don't have enough space to push my rudder pedals all the way back. So when I use my rudder pedals, I have to use the yoke because I sit back here. That's why when we're flying, I'm like this, and that's so that way my knees don't slam up into the bottom of the desk. Well, I mean, I know, but even if you had rudder pedals, you wouldn't be able to see over the desk and touch rudder pedals. I love you, but you'd have to get extensions made. Alameda or Palmdale. I want you to understand, you said Palmdale, and the first thing that came through my head was the song Because I Got High. No, really, if I showed you, if you guys ever saw my desk, this desk was built by me Hey, when did I build this? My sophomore year? Hey, when did I build this? My sophomore year? Yes? Yeah. So it's it was not meant for somebody my size because at that age I was not this size. So anything underneath it, and I hit my knees, and hitting your knees on solid oak is not easy. Also, good morning, Ben. I saw that USA 3 was controlling last night. You could. Did you install that scenery, Frost? 1,269 miles from Hawthorne to my house. Just outside of its range. I keep telling them that. Okay, I keep telling him that, and he keeps ignoring me. I'm almost tempted to look into that, really. Which one? Can it really? If we optimize the cruise. Well, this is where I'm at with like the 414. I want to do more flights with it, but I was thinking about doing more flights and then doing them with for FS Economy. And I'm thinking about buying the 414 in FS Economy. Problem is, the closest one to where I'm at, or the only one in the United States, out of the two for sale, there's only one in the United States. But it's at 9-3 Charlie, which is Richland Center, Wisconsin. Huh. A little windy this morning, eh? Sorry, my Canadian came out. There's no flagpole in the taxiway, sir. And that's the new radio tower that the FAA put in for some reason, and I can't remember why. Yeah? Yeah? And this is the empty plot that had the Cub in it. The one that was destroyed by the microburst and the tornado. Yeah, I forgot to ask him how much he wants for that. And then I felt bad. But I'm gonna see if he's got a donation link. Like when I asked him, he's like, "I don't own it, but if they have a paint kit." I'm never gonna live that down, am I? Whichever one of you guys actually got Lena to clip that, you're monsters. Okay, so let's see. Teleport window. I need to see where. What I say it was 9-3 Charlie. Teleport window is updated. That's new. So you want to know an interesting fact? And this is a really interesting fact. And I did not know this fact, and this is a true fact until MC130H actually posted this. Okay, do you want to know something interesting about the A10? civilians use the same engines that are on the A10 on the CRJ. You're welcome.
Yona20 says, hey man, I like beans. Nah, I'm just joking. But hello, have a good day, love.
Yeah, I did not know that. And considering, he works for Mitsubishi, who owns the CRJ. What's up, Yana? So you know what the Army considers that sound that you hear in the background, right? That's the sound of "we just fucked you up" and the end. And literally, I learned that from somebody in the Army at Fort Leonard Wood. He's like, "You ever hear the A10s in the morning?" I'm like, "How do you not?" He's like, "Do you not like it?" And I'm like, "I need it to be louder." He's like, "You know what that is, right?" And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "That's called America just screwed you." Yes. How do I install the scenery? Drop it into your community folder. So this is the airport that this plane is at in FS economy. If I was to buy it. And then either put it at my home network that I've got. Or move to California and use it for SoCal flying. Okay, well, I didn't want to be that guy, but when my woman gets involved into that conversation, I'm just not going to argue with it. I'm just going to be like, "Yes, dear, you're so pretty, dear. Love you, dear." Okay. Go back to LBO real quick. Ow. Have you ever watched the show Ozark, Frost? It's a show about drugs on Netflix. The idea of it is centered around here. Off to practice. Don't hit anything that I would. And up whatever he graces us with. Have a good one, Ben. We love your face. I know. I have been avoiding season 4 until they completely finished it. Um, Actually, if you want to see a weather an anomaly, I can take you to an airport here. 414 might be a bit much for it, but there's an airport not far from here. Have you done short and soft field landings yet? Oh, disconnect. Wait, is that you? You crazy son bitch. I love you. I don't see how people don't see that we're brothers.
Bombbacklot_boy hosting with 6 viewers.
You sexy son of a bitch. I mean, good morning, sir. It's a bomb raid. Hide your weed. It's not illegal. You want to go on a VFR flight first? Better drop some friends and get some food, though. Okay. What'd you play this morning? Call of Duty? Go to the dark side, sir. Go to the dark side. Nice. Yeah. If I'm already here, it's already been snagged. Who wants Timmy's? What are your donut holes called again? them bits. No, 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 no. I don't mind him at all. It's a Quarty. I fucked your name up again. See, I'm just gonna call you K. Why does my view keep resetting? I don't need that on. Oh, I loaded the wrong version. That's why. Well, I'm a tard. Did you really? You want to know something interesting about this center controller? He's my first ever CFI. Not CFI, but instructor at on VATSIM. Now, the problem is where LBO is, we're on the very south part of his airspace. We can get flight following for him. Or we can go up to the lake. And go via VFR and go up to the lake. $1,500 Zulu. So he's getting ready to close. Or we can go Unicom and we can just go up and VFR down to Flippin, Arkansas, and then make a stop over by Gustin's. Yeah, he just closed. We missed him. We have to be up early to catch him in the morning. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Is it time for coffee yet?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how you can be so cheerful at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Flying gets me cheerful.
Okay, you're right. So, we can bring back what I used to do in the old days, which is take the plane, jump down to Gaston's, sit down for a few minutes, and then fly back.
What's the identifier for that airport?
Tree Mike 0.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay, so have you landed on grass yet?
the Chancellor? No.
Have you ever done it in real life?
No.
Do you think I'd be able to help you from this point?
Yeah, I've landed on grass in the sim, but not on the Chancellor yet.
So pretty much we want to do the same thing, but we want to come in really slow. And this one specific airport, I can find you a link to a YouTube video and I'll post it. And you'll see what we're going to kind of do. And then you're going to look at it in the sim and you're going to be like, okay, well, these are the same characteristics.
Got it, thanks.
Give me just a second. Don't forget your prop sync above makes a hideous sound. You should jump on VATSIM and come with us. We'll be totally VFR.
Hello.
At least the models don't look that far off.
I mean, at least you look like a twin prop and not an A320.
I agree.
You should totally make one. Especially to come with us for next week, because next week we're gonna Thursday's flights. Frost already picked out. Dude, trust me, you're gonna love it. It's small, slow, and nothing more than 150 miles an hour, 150 knots. Oh, that's loud as fuck. That's my ears. I'll post the video link in stream chat. Now, given this was shot from my camera, not a device that's anything, and this was done in 2009, so the quality's horrible. I highly suggest that you mute the sounds on your headset before you turn it on, and then turn the volume down.
Got it. Oh wow, this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then taking off, it's just like we did anything else.
Yeah.
The other video that I just posted is the landing video. We're gonna come in, we're gonna follow the river, and then we're gonna slow down, and then once we see the gap in the trees, we're gonna line up as if we're going right through the gap, and then we're gonna turn just at the very end, and we'll touch down as close to the end as possible, and then we'll roll out in the grass.
Got it, looking at it now.
And the ironic ending is that there is a sign at the end of this runway that says crossing caution duck crossing.
Come over here and see if I can pick up the car alarm going off when he takes off. You got time for me to get out? Yeah, I can make time.
I do like how it's coming out too.
So the wind here is 270 at 12 knots, gusting 18 knots. Altimeter 3003.
Yep, just typical morning in Missouri. We'll taxi on down to You said they're 2.6 this morning?
270.
That's a crosswind no matter what we look at it. We'll go down to 1.8 and then we'll take off that way. Just play straight out. Do it. Sound good to you?
What altitude do you want to be at today?
I was thinking about 5,500, 7,500. I mean, we're not going to be up there that long. It's an 80-mile flight, give or take.
Got it, I'll follow you.
Roja, Roja. Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta, taxi runway 18, Lebanon. You should. Don't let your dreams be memes.
Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 424 Romeo is following the traffic for runway 18, Lebanon traffic.
Well, then I am a meme, though. Yeah, you can feel that little bit, that wind pushing us.
Yeah, I feel it.
It's not odd at all. Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta taking off runway 18 departure to the south, Lebanon. My house is right over there. Hey, come on, girl.
Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 424 Romeo is lining up. Runway 18, Lebanon traffic.
Little gusty.
Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 424 Romeo taking off. Runway 18, Lebanon traffic to the south.
There you go. I wish.
You are 3 nautical miles ahead of me according to my traffic thing on the GPS.
I doubt we'll have anybody coming up, but as long as we've got visual separation, we're good. Clearly tell I wasn't paying attention. Swinging back around, going the right way.
Roger.
Thought I was missing something. When I reloaded the plane, it automatically started, so I had to go through everything real quick. So what are you gonna speed set up for? 35 and 25?
Yeah, I have 35 and 25 for the climb. And I think for the cruise, I'm going to go to 30 on the manifold pressure and 23 on the RPM.
Okay. It is fast, and it's really hard to slow her down. Well, I think they've done a lot of, like, for a beta model plane, and this is kind of how I told it to Frost. For a beta plane that is still in active development, it's going to be hard to be beat. The key thing to keep in mind is that this plane is in beta, and they are actively working on it. And once you, like, I normally don't tend to do beta things. It's nothing against anybody. It's just that's my own thing. I'm looking about 180 knots, 30 on the manifold, 23 on the prop, and yeah, we're nice little cruise flight here.
I'm doing 175 knots ground speed.
213, and I don't know why. Are you leveled at 5.5?
Leveled at 6.5, and I'm going 145 knots indicated, 177 knots ground speed at a 30 manifold and 23 on the RPM.
Try coming down to 5.5 and see what that does for you.
Got it, I'm going to come down to 5.5.
She sounds amazing. She looks amazing. She flies amazing.
Also, we might be loaded differently, so I think I might be a little heavier. That's another thing to keep in mind.
Do you know what your weights are right off the top of your head?
Let me check. 6,444 pounds.
What's your payload percentage?
At 11%.
11?
Yes, sir. I'm full on fuel.
You said full on fuel 100%?
I'm at 80% on fuel and 11% on payload.
There we go. 6213.
There we go.
Got to 11 in ground speed. Make it a huge one.
I'm actually a little slower at 55. I'm doing 175 knots.
Wait a minute. Did you turn your auto mixture on?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay, let me save you a whole bunch of trouble with this plane, and this is from the developers, unless they've changed it. Because of the way the mixture works in Flight Simulator, when you're flying the Chancellor, you need to turn it on, or you're going to be chasing that the entire time.
How do I turn it on?
Hit your escape key. Go to assistance options. Aircraft systems, auto mixture.
Got it. I turned it on.
Yes, because and that was suggested by the developer. Go to escape, hit your escape key, go to assistance options, and under aircraft systems, turn on auto mixture. I'm sorry about that. I totally forgot to remind you to do that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, now we're going faster. It's increasing speed slowly.
Yeah, it'll auto lean it. Can you lean it? Yes, but
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. That makes it way easier.
yeah, the developer posted something about it because of the way the leaning system works. Well, the problem is the higher you climb, the more you're going to end up either A, overburning fuel. You're going to do damage to the plane and everything else, which is the reason you lean it out, right? But because of the way the systems are working, it was suggested by the developer, so that way you don't... If you do everything else right, you're going to be fine. Well, there's that. I will be glad to help as best I can. I'm not perfect, but I'm always willing to help. Yeah, you shouldn't be chasing the mixture now, and then it makes it a lot more, I don't want to say it was less enjoyable before, but you get that realistic performance out of it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, you can go through a flight school on VATSIM too, and get your pilot rating. Dave, that stops by every once in a while, I think he's got something to do with one of the pilot training schools. The plus side is I can't see your speed. Well, I can see your speed, but I don't, like, the tower itself isn't supposed to be able to see your speed. But I have had people call in and ask, hey, can you tell me my ground speed? And it's like, no. What's your ground speed?
It's showing 176 knots.
Okay, and you're at 25, 30 and 25?
I'm at 30 and 23.
Okay.
Yeah, you're about 8 nautical miles ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the navigation on and let her bring her back over to the actual course we're supposed to be on. I mean, I actually have those guys do that a lot, though.
I have the river in sight to my right.
Dear Frost. That's not a river, my friend.
What is it?
That's Bull Shoals Lake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Another time we'll go up to Lake of the Ozarks. It used to be the largest man-made lake in the world. But yes, good sir, this is the lake. It's the lake that's south of me. Well, we took off from my town, so you know, realistically, you know how far away it is.
I like the scenery around here.
I mean, it's pretty, it's green. It's definitely not what you're used to at home.
Yep.
We have the National Forest that's down here too, and then we've got the Mark Twain one up by Fort Leonard Wood.
You 3 nautical miles ahead of me.
Should be 3 ahead and 1 below. Redbeard, the Flight Sim Hobo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome.
Redbeard, the Flight Sim Hobo.
We'll go ahead and start our descent when we're about 5 miles out. We'll come down around the dam. If you look out to the left, you can kind of see where we're going to go to.
Got it.
Actually, just for safety, we'll start down now. So go down to about 3,500, and then we'll work our way down from there.
Roger, going at 35.
Good morning, Miss Ware. How am? Are you guys still at the Glamper? Am good. So visually, you see this, you see the lake, and you see that little brown texture, and then you see the river on the other side of it, right?
Yes, sir.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to follow the river from this point around. Well, actually, what we're doing is we're looking for that dam. So on the stream, about 20 seconds, you're going to hear me point it out. There's this little river that comes around, and it boinks back out, and then it turns, and it twists. We're looking for the dam, and we're going to fly over the dam, and then we're going to come back around. We're going to land in this green little area over here.
Got it.
Hopefully some of that made sense, because the dam right here is going to be on our right. And then we'll fly over the dam. We know we want to land over there, so we'll use these visual references. Just be safe, please.
Yeah, it helps looking at your stream for the visual references as well.
Yeah, so we got the dam on our right, and normally we want to either be on the dam or right within a mile left or right of it. And then we're going to come up, and then we'll come back around. And actually, I was wrong. It's the first bend. I was thinking about the other airport. So we're going to be flying right over the middle of Gaston's, and we're going to land right down here. And there's the pond that you saw in the video on the right-hand side. And then we're going to park all the way down here on the north end where the turnaround is. There's only one way in, and then you turn around and you go out the other direction. But we'll start here. We won't go to the lakes, which is a private airstrip residence. And then Flippin's up and above us. So now we'll start to make this slow little descent down and follow the river.
Roger, sir.
Since we're the first ones in this morning, we'll go ahead and just do a visual and fly over the runway. Make sure we're comfortable with it. Make sure there's nothing on it. And then we'll come back around and land. But we know what our visual reference is. We're going to fly along the river. We'll be descending down around these cliffs. We'll be really careful about that because we don't want to run into them. Tree Mike Zero. He fell asleep on the couch. I'm glad you guys are able to relax. And we want to keep the river on our left wing. So there's the opening in the trees. That's the opening we're looking for. We're going to be cautious of all the other trees around it. You can see where you have to dog leg in if you're coming in on anything bigger.
Yep.
And then we'll make a low approach, and then we'll come back out and set back up to come into land. Oh, what all did you guys do yesterday? So we'll come back up, we'll climb out, make that left turn, use it to help bleed off some of the speed so that way we don't come in too fast. And then we're going to follow that same curve that we followed in for our visual approach. We know where the river is. We know where that little carve out is.
I see. I'm flying over the airport right now.
Nice.
Yeah, the river's a good visual reference. This plane's so much fun to hand fly.
Oh, it is. It's a chore. I mean, well, not like a hard chore, but it's a beauty too. Considering this runway actually has a sign on it that says "Caution, duck crossing." Good morning, Angry. Quack, quack. Passenger traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta, final runway 24, Gastons. Gastons traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta is clear to the right of runway 24, Gastons.
Gaston traffic, Chancellor 424 Romeo is on a final for runway 24, Gaston traffic.
Well, so the thing with Gastons is there's only one way in and one way out. There's power lines that drastically get in the way. Beautiful landing, sir. Beautiful.
Thank you. That was a fun approach coming down the river.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of little places like that. Caution weight turbulence, a heavy A330 taking off from the grass. Somebody would probably try to do it. I do almost 100% of my flights exclusively on VATSIM. Number one, I like to have the free radio for communication and not force people into Discord. Two, it stops me from having people do the flight simulator version of stream sniping and acting like idiots in front of you the whole entire time. But that's personal choice, and there's others who have much larger communities and much larger groups of people that fly with them. And there's more than, one thing. There's IVAO, there's VATSIM, there's Pilot Edge, there's, what's that other one that came out? But seeing as, the heavy majority of my content is me streaming as an air traffic controller, this kind of nice relaxing day. Yeah, PausCon, that's the other one. Thank you, Ben. So if you ever come here in the real world, where we're at now is a big open parking spot. And kind of this little section over here, that's a maintenance facility hangar for this entire resort. This is a resort. And it's got fishing cabins along the river here. And then the lodge, which is about where this gray building is, has a beautiful dining area. And you can come in here during the spring and summer and land here, go into the lodge on Sundays, have a beautiful brunch buffet that's there, get in your plane, and then head out and go home.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is, and you don't have to pay, an arm and a leg to land here. You just got to know how to, land it. However, in the past, I've learned that it's cheaper to fly over to Flippin, Arkansas to get fuel than it is to get it here.
Good thing we have enough fuel for right now.
Ain't that the truth? Not $100 hamburger worth, but I mean, I would put it on very much. Like, if you own a plane and you can fly into Gaston's, it's worth it. And I know a lot of guys. Oh yeah, well, it's more like a fish trout thing because there's trout in the river. But if you look it up, like here. I posted the link to the actual place in chat.
Checking it out right now.
Yes, you can fly fish in the northern part, and downstream you can't fly fish right at the resort.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's 3,000 to, yeah, 3,000 ish. So I want to think it's like 3.3, 3.4, maybe 3.2, somewhere in there. 900 foot wide. I mean, I took a 190 with a 195 conversion in it. A 195 with the 190 conversion. Yeah, in it. And we all know how big those beautiful planes are. But that's the first time I ever took took off on a soft field was here in a 190. The lodges are about, I think we paid, when I went down there, I went with 5 people and we took one of the smaller like cabin style settings. I think we paid like 580. No, we're on VATSIM. But I mean, and it's typical to any kind of resort where you're not going to get hotel prices, but it's meant for to be split basically. Um, yeah. Sorry. Um, I know if like you take a group and you split it evenly, it comes out to a decent price. I do have a fly fishing school though. Um, if you look at their gallery, there's a silver 195. I've actually had my hands on that. I didn't fly that particular one, but I've actually touched that one. Okay. Ready to head home for the day?
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna climb to 65.
Yeah, that's what I was going to put this time. You want to lead the way this time? You want me to?
I can lead the way.
Roger, roger.
Gas and traffic. Chancellor 424 Romeo is back taxiing on runway 24. Gas and traffic.
Nope, nope. Take off on 6.
Oh, okay. Take off on 6. Gas and traffic. 424 Romeo is taking off on runway 6. Gas and traffic.
Yeah, if you try to climb out of here on anything, you're going to clip power lines that are... So you see that road to your right now?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that road wraps around and goes into the main guest lodge or the welcome center. Right on the other side of this road is a very, very gnarly power line that will grab your wings and your landing gear. Bart, fly with us. Just got to make a VATSIM account. But you can fly with us in general. Did you grab the scenery for Lebanon? Gaston's traffic. Chancellor 3072 Delta landing up runway 6 for the departure to the north. Gaston's traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta departing runway, taking off runway 6, Gaston's.
Gaston traffic. Chancellor 424 Romeo is departing to the north. Gaston traffic.
Let my airspeed build up. Gaston's traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta departing to the north, Gaston's final call. Fun little climb out.
Definitely was. I think we have a headwind going back.
Yeah, we probably will. So there's a special story about this lake.
I'm all ears.
Very first time my ex-wife ever got into an airplane was in the 195 that I flew. And the owner of the 195 is probably now a captain for the 777 for United. That goes from, he does a line from Chicago here to Singapore. He goes to Podunk in Singapore. So he brings his plane down here, and I've had the luxury of flying with him before in his Taylor craft, which was completely awesome. And I got my tail whale endorsement in his plane. We drove down to Gaston's because I didn't want to fly that day, that year. And she had never been up in the air. She refused to go up in the air. And Buddy turns around and tells her, if you're going to ever go flying, my plane is going to be the safest plane to fly in. The wings are so big that even if half of them fell off, you'd still be able to land, right? Totally selling the 195.
Right.
We got out over here, and just about where we're at right now, I started to make some steep left and right turns over the middle of the lake, so anything that you can see out the left side. And I had specifically flown over the dam to show the drop from the lake down to the river. So I made a steep right turn, and of course I'm flying in the right seat, just because it's his plane, and he wasn't giving me any logbook hours as an instructor because he's a CFI also. But he wasn't going to log it in my logbook, and I wasn't going to do it either, so I flew right seat. And he goes, "You got the controls," and I go, "My controls," and he reconfirmed it, "Your controls." So I'm sitting there flying, making these steep left and right turns, and he's like, "Nah, it's like, put her to the work. Don't do these like 10-degree banks. Like, put her into the work. You know you can fly." I'm like, "Yes, sir." And he goes, "Well, then fly it like you own it." And he made the mistake of saying that. Put it into a steep right bank, and she's sitting right next to the door, which is right behind me. Okay, sitting in the second row, or the first row of seats in the back, right next to the door. I make that steep right turn, and the door goes pop. Door pops open, but because of the force of the wind from this big ass radial engine up front, it was keeping the door from swinging all the way open, but it popped open, and she goes into a full-blown panic attack while we're up there, 5,000 feet, flying over the lake, making that steep right turn. And I went, "If you don't stop screaming, I'm going to go harder." And of course, she didn't stop screaming, so I went harder. We landed on the ground, and she has never touched a plane since.
Oh my God.
It was that day I realized I was married to the wrong woman.
As long as you're strapped in, you should be good.
Realistically, that door isn't going to hurt you. And even if that door comes off, you're not going to go anywhere. But the door wasn't going to fully swing open because of the prop. Like, that thing's a really big prop, right? It's going to put some pressure and wind over that fuselage. It ain't going to just stop. But it was enough to scare her, and of course, that was enough to make me happy. Yeah, it looks like the wind picked up.
Yep.
That pretty much it, babe. That was it. 30 and 23 again, or?
Yeah, I'm doing 35 and 25.
What's your ground speed?
Doing 158 knots.
She's angry. Can you bring your flaps up?
Oh my god, I didn't.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, sir. So you should be doing about 180, 190.
1-8, Winky G transition.
Okay, say that again.
Wick GI transition.
Oh, you're gonna fly the approach in?
Yeah, I want to try the RNAV approach because I haven't done an RNAV approach on this plane yet. Oh wow, I'm in front of you on the stream.
Your TCAS probably just went nuts.
He just overtook me.
Yeah, I'll slow down and let you catch up. That's only how I knew your flaps were still down, because I was coming up behind you way too quick.
Yep.
Sorry.
What's your ground speed right now?
Pull back to 20 and 20. 159.
Doing 163 knots ground speed.
I wonder what's different.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna check the auto mixture setting again. Make sure I saved it. Let me see. No, yeah, auto mixture is on.
Huh. Oh, you're gonna fly the approach in?
Yeah, I want to try the RNAV approach because I haven't done an RNAV approach on this plane yet. Maybe I need to reload the plane and they'll use the auto mixture setting that I set. Maybe it doesn't work if I do it.
You've got your mixture knobs all the way up, right? It's probably just went nuts.
A-firm.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one then.
He just overtook me.
Oh, you're gonna fly the approach in?
Yeah, I want to try the RNAV approach. And my EGT temperatures are 1450 right now.
Mine are quite a bit lower.
Oh wow, I'm in front of you on the street.
you're gonna fly the approach in?
Yeah, I want to try the RNAV approach. Because I haven't done an RNAV approach on this plane yet. Oh wow, I'm in front of you on the stream. Oh, we're about to overtake you. I'm right behind you.
You better not pout. You better not cry.
Yeah, I'm to your right.
I see ya.
Who knew we'd be doing formation flying?
Hey, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's actually lining up really good. You said you needed DCS to do this.
Yeah.
I can say I've flown into a lot of the airports around here, not in real life, but in the simulator only because of FS economy.
I want to use FS economy. Sounds like fun to own your own plane and do missions and all that.
It's fun, but it can be nerve-wracking when you're trying to run like a business and stuff. It does help give a little bit of immersion factor, though.
Yeah, when we land here, I'm going to reload the plane, see if it fixes the auto mixture thing.
Okay.
Are you going to do the RNAV approach or visual?
I'm going to do the visual only because I've flown this RNAV approach so much that it makes me want to... Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
Little known fact about Lebanon, the only NASCAR track in the entire state of Missouri happens to be here.
I love NASCAR.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I really got into it when I was doing iRacing.
Mm-hmm.
That's when my interest really picked up on NASCAR.
Carl Edwards owns the racetrack. You know who Jamie McMurray is?
Doesn't ring a bell at the moment.
He used to drive the Bass Pro Shop car.
Oh, wow.
He started his career here.
I love Bass Pro Shops.
Outdoor World, their big one, is in Springfield.
Wow.
But yeah, the only NASCAR track, because the St. Louis track is actually on the Illinois side of the Mississippi River, and the Kansas City racetrack is on the Kansas City, Kansas side of the line. So the only NASCAR track in the state of Missouri is literally here. It's a little like 1/4 mile track.
I love small tracks like that. Do you say Arkansas or Arkansas?
Arkansas. I only say Arkansas just to get underneath their skin. And it's Missouri, not Missouri.
No, it's Missouri.
Oh God, no. I think I told you this the other day. When we moved here, I was still a teenager, and we moved here from New Mexico, and people thought that I needed a green card to be able to live in the state. Went to high school here, my sophomore year here in Lebanon, and they're just like, so do you have to get your like passport and like visa and get like citizenship? And I'm like, I was born in San Diego. You know where that is, right? No, California. Oh, but isn't that like a border town? And I'm like, yes, but I'm still a citizen. And then, of course, like the majority of my very early childhood is in New Mexico, so I learned Spanish quite well, and I don't speak it fluently anymore, but I can understand it. And so me and my sister made fun of each other because my sister's 2.5 years younger than I am, and we would walk through the hallways of the school, and we would talk Spanish to each other when she finally got to high school, which was like my senior year. And so I would laugh, and we would totally get picked on all the time. And then the Spanish teacher walks up and goes, you know, I don't understand what you're saying. And I'm like, yeah, because you're speaking full-blown Castilian Spanish, and we're speaking border Spanish, so the dialect's just a little bit different. And she's like, so what are you saying? And I said, what I said is that you need to learn Spanish so that way you can teach it better, because you're messing up really bad. I ended up being her teacher's aide my junior year of high school, and actually taught the Spanish class, and she's just like, how did you learn this? And I'm like, lady, I grew up in New Mexico. Like, you learned it.
Okay, I'm using the VNAV setting in the 750. It says I begin my descent in 2 minutes, down to 3,000.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna pull back a little bit, let you get ahead, so that way you can come in on the RNAV, and then I'll fly the visual, and I'll fly left downwind.
Roger.
You set up for 1.8, right?
Yeah, I set up for 1.8.
Okay.
It's going to be a crosswind either way, I think, yeah.
Well, generally the traffic lanes on the 1.8s, just for common, and the winds generally favor the 1.8s. You can come in 3.6, but it's got a really nasty overhang.
Gotcha.
Like the guy who did the custom scenery raised the elevation of the runway to where it's supposed to be and actually leaves the overhangs off the edges of the runway, and then sloped the taxiways, which you saw when we were taxiing out if you installed it.
Yeah, I installed the scenery. It looks exactly like yours.
You see the beacon?
I'm looking for it. 1 second. Sorry, I see the beacon.
Okay. Yeah, you look at LA and you're like, the city is huge. You look at the town that I live in and it's like, gas station in Ontario was bigger than their whole city.
These towns have a charm to it, though.
I'm not sure you sure do got per mouth is a charm. Ben would only love it because there's fly fishing 11 miles from town.
I'm entering the left downwind for runway 18.
Roger. Hey, little man. You still on the RNAV?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the RNAV.
Okay.
On traffic, transfer 424 Romeo is on a downwind for the RNAV, runway 18, 11 on traffic.
Aw. Have you flushed them? Where am I flying? Lebanon. Kilo Lima Bravo Oscar.
Com control.
Lebanon traffic. Chancellor 3072 Delta is on a left downwind runway 18 full stop Lebanon. You got to get your ears better before next weekend.
At least be a 4.2 nautical mile final, so you can cut ahead in front of me and enter the visual if you'd like.
Okay. I mean, I have no problem extending out to the rock quarry and then coming back either, so whatever works.
whatever you need.
Yeah, if you look on, like, if you can, do you have another monitor?
Yeah.
So if you have the stream on the other monitor, the little white spot that's up here, that's the gravel quarry, and then right next to it is a racetrack. I can come out here and then swing back around and give you plenty of space.
Roger, sir.
It's Interstate 44, by the way, that cuts over there.
I think I'm headed to the quarry right now. I'm going to fly over and then begin our left turn to the 6 point on the RNAV approach.
Yeah, that's pretty much where it takes you. Like I said, I've flown the RNAV so many times that I can do it like visually without even looking at the chart or anything. How far out on the final are you?
Right now I am 3.7 miles away.
Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta, left base runway 18, full stop, Lebanon.
You can enter you can land because I'm still on the downwind.
Okay. Yeah, I'm turning base now. I'll come up around and follow the interstate in, and then I'll come in and go final.
Roger.
Don't forget your flaps.
Yes, sir.
Take his fruity purr.
Flying over the interstate right now.
Yeah, I got you on TCAS. You're at my 3 o'clock. Can you do a tutorial on how to get VATSIM working? What do you mean? Be a little bit more specific on what you're wanting me to tell you how to do. Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta, base to final, runway 18, full stop, Lebanon traffic.
Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 424 Romeo Romeo is turning left base for the RNAV approach runway 18, number 2, Lebanon traffic.
Okay, do you have a VATSIM ID? And what simulator are you using? Little gusty. Okay, let me land and I'll try to help you out. You have vPilot installed? .3072 Delta going around.
on traffic. Chapter 44 Romeo is on a 5-mile final on the RNAV approach runway 18, 11 on traffic.
That wind is gusting a little bit too hard.
Yeah, I think it was gusting to 18 knots.
Owner 20 says 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, but are all going around. Lol, have a safe and good flighty, hope you have cookies on board.
We always have cookies on board. Mother Nature is not playing nice outside. It's a great day to go out and mow my yard, which I'm going to do as soon as we land, but okay, so you don't have ATC or you can't hear anybody. Load up your simulator at Kilo Lima Bravo Oscar. Go to the ramp. Don't start on a runway, and then log into VATSIM with your account, and then you'll see if you can hear us on the radio, because right now there's no ATC around. Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta, downwind, runway 18, full stop, Lebanon.
RNAV approach runway 18, 11 on traffic.
Left downwind, 18, full stop, Lebanon. Unless I can see what the word symbols is, I couldn't help you.
Big crosswind with a lot of gusts.
Yeah. You're in final, right?
Yeah, I'm over the numbers right now.
Oh, yeah. Left base, 18, full stop, Lebanon.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do full left rudder to keep it centered.
That's just what I wanted to hear.
The windsock is very stiff.
That's what she said. Sorry.
11 on traffic, transfer 424 Romeo is clear of runway 18. 11 on traffic.
If they put a barbecue grill on the runway, I'd find it.
We're gonna see your landing with the drone here.
I'm so sorry. Lena says if the sock is stiff, you better run. My heart's better. All right, Miss Flair. Love your faces. Tell Lab we love him. We love you. Please be safe. Let us know when you get home, please. Lebanon traffic, Chancellor 3072 Delta on final, runway 18, Lebanon full stop.
Alright, we have the drone out. We're going to check you out on final over here.
Yeah, that wind gust can go away right now and be happy.
Nice. Oh, oh.
No! Okay, so you know the mistake I made?
you went rudder neutral.
Yep. And I just weather vane like a sumbitch.
It's a good landing, though.
Yeah, she came in nice. I just went rudder neutral way too early.
Take a look at the windsock when you get a chance.
Oh no, I can see it. She's stiff as a board. She's stiffer than the flag that's over there.
The next update for the Chancellor is going to be improved sounds.
Sold.
Okay, I'm gonna reload and see if it fixes the auto mixture thing.
Okay. You getting in the shower? No. So try loading up on VATSIM at KLBO and then take a screenshot and let us see what it is. And we'll see if we can actually see you on the ground here.
I'm back.
I'm Arch. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Arch.
My dad jokes are horrible.
Shouldn't you be at LAX or Seneca Tower?
Seneca Tower wins 180 at 40, gusting 67. Yeah, so that way we, and then take a screenshot and post it in the Discord so we know what it is. So what we're seeing.
By the way, thank you, Lena, for clipping that overtake. That was pretty funny.
That was priceless, and really I wasn't trying to overtake you. I was just trying to come over like close, and then I was going to formation fly with you all the way down, and I messed that up.
Sim brief, page 4. Nice. Okay.
If that helps, that probably will figure out why you were having those speed issues. I mean, realistically, I hope they can fix it so that way we can actually lean it ourselves and be just that threshold. But it's not bad.
We're at the best airport in the Ozarks.
Yeah, I think
So it's not
reloading
actually my
plane
list,
with
right?
the
That was
automation on,
that's a
I think
list
it fixed
generated
it.
by.
Hopefully,
Sky
we'll
Park.
in the future we'll be able to lean it ourselves.
We're gonna switch things up here now, anyway. Check some stuff out. I'll have to update the stream title. So much crap in here now. Oh my gosh. There it is. Silver bullet. Library 1. I don't think this thing actually works, does it? This library? I'm almost certain it doesn't.
Yeah, just post a picture of it so that way we can see it. We can try to work it out.
Yeah. I'll have to grab something to eat eventually. But yes. I'll update the stream title there. Okay. I just want to see if this thing will even load. Just throw it down here at Miami or something.
All right. I'm gonna wrap up stream, but I'm gonna be here for just a minute.
Roger.
So with that being said, I want to take a second. As everybody knows, April was my birthday month, and it was a huge amount of growth.
It's been so long since
for our community, for
this thing.
our friends, our family, just everything in general. All the support. Lena, Lobo, Scooter, Wink Fear, Mr. Wab, Miss Swear, and yes, I name them individually. Normally, I just call them the Swears. Frost, Eagle, everybody else, and I'm not excluding names for any reason. I'm just literally just going off the top of my head. Thank you guys for the support in April. It was amazing. Thank you guys for being there, for lurking when you're at work. I know some of you guys, I stream at really impossible hours. I mean, you guys still find ways to come in and say hi, and it really does mean a lot to me. For every bit, every dollar, every dono, every sub, every gifted sub, every resub, the whole 9 yards, I am greatly appreciative.
Wow.
And equally, if not more, I'm just glad you guys hang out with me and you guys come out for all the controlling streams, all the flying, and everything else. Our community is, like I said, it's growing and it's crazy.
Damn.
And Frost said it better. Like, I'm just using his words. We're on the road to 2K, and as long as you guys are there, we're going to do this. So with that being said, thank you guys. I will see you guys in the morning. We're going to start on our normal time. We'll be in the tower. We'll be controlling for the majority of the week until Thursday, and then this week's route is already posted in the suggestion channel in the Flight Simulator subcategory on Discord. If you're interested in it, that's where it's going to be. I am personally just going to say that we're going to limit it down to 150 knots or lower. That way we don't have anybody bigger trying to get into these flights that are really just, they're about 100, they're less than 100 miles away from each other in the sun. So that way it's all nice and low and slow, and just take a nice little tour of the LA area, or greater LA area, really. I'll double check to see if there's any sceneries for those airports through the week. And then we'll start it Thursday morning at our normal time, and we'll go up and go flying. So keep an eye on that. I'm thinking about opening the FS Economy group back up to the public. I don't know what the payout to the pilots is going to be because it's always been me and friends. Like for the majority of it, it's been me and Scooter and Noah. Earthy came in
Out the
later down the road, and a lot of it's just been we've all been working towards a common goal of buying whatever planes for each other, and that's kind of where we left the money at.
Oh my God, that's loud.
Yeah, I'll create the event later on this afternoon. So there's that. So with all that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow morning in the tower on VATSIM at LA. So if you guys fly on VATSIM, come say hi to me tomorrow. And we'll be hanging out in Discord off and on today. I've got some stuff that I got to do, like I got to go out and mow the yard. The weather's going to be nice finally for once, after it's been raining, because, you know, thank you, Frost, for sending me all the rain. And yeah. So I love your faces. Thank you so much. We're going to go give a raid over to Ozzy in Space.
Just loaded in.
Rip. But yeah, that's where we'll be, okay? So if you guys want to hang out in Discord, we'll be up there in a little bit. I'm sure Lena will float around the lobby at some point. I don't know if she's streaming tonight or not. She might stream some more Fortnite. But yeah, let's go drop Ozzy a raid, say hi. And I will see you guys in the morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for enjoying this Sunday morning little flight. And see you guys tomorrow.
Okay. 557510.